It's Mike Montgomery here at Shelby Bible Church. And we've been going through the book of Mark on Sunday mornings, and our series took us into Mark chapter 3 in the last week. And in Mark chapter 3, we have the calling of the apostles, where they come to Jesus, and we have many people thronging him, many people coming around him. They're wanting his attention, they're wanting his healing, they're wanting him to do a miracle. There's so many things going on they want to see Jesus do. And yet then Jesus goes up onto a mountain, and the Bible says he calls them that he would. And so he selects and calls certain men to come to him. And we understand that God purposely calls people into ministry and that he calls people to salvation. And there is a call for that, an individual call to hear that call. And so this is what the apostles were experiencing as they were called. But the Bible tells us that he called them and then he sent them. And that was the end result, is that they would go and they would preach and they would have authority over the demons, and they would be able to do these things to heal the sick and to accomplish the propagation and confirmation of the ministry of the Lord. But I think the middle part of that is so much more important and often missed, as he called them to be with him. And we covered last Sunday that a with ministry is the first ministry we're called to, is not to go and do before we are with him. That the do is a result of our relationship. We don't do what we do to have a relationship, but we do what we do because of the relationship. It is the relationship that drives us into ministry with him. And so my encouragement for you today is that before you run into the workplace to do what you do, and before you run into the school to do what you do, or you run into the routines of the day to do what you do, make sure there's a time that you are with him and you are enjoying fellowship with him and you are finding the communion with him. Over 11 times in the book of Mark, Jesus intentionally comes apart to be alone, to be with the Father, and to be with his apostles. And let us make it a priority in our daily life, and if you're in ministry, in your ministry life, to come apart and be with him so that he can send you to do the work. I hope this will be an encouragement to you, and we'll see you next time in the study.